A toast to the artists. Cheers.
Cheers!
Some point in every artist's life, they have to step into the role of being an influencer of culture. I feel like destiny-wise, you all got exactly what you were supposed to get.
I knew I was gonna get that one.
We're almost there. This is the final stretch.
Oh, it's getting to the end.
I will definitely miss this sisterhood of just being around other artists and connecting in that way.
I don't know all they're gonna choose because I feel like every painting is great, but it's their problem, not mine.
When you do end up with really close paintings, those little scores will make a huge difference.
No one will be eliminated from this challenge. The next challenge will be a double elimination. All right, artists, come on in. Good morning, you four.
Good morning.
Welcome back to another day, another adventure awaits you. So today, the four of you will be going on an expedition to remind yourself of the journey which brought you here. So in every artist's life, there's a journey full of ups and downs, twists and turns, and today we encourage you to reflect on that, and we hope that you have a lot of fun with this adventure, and let's begin it.
All right, cool.
After you all.
Thank you.
Yesterday I felt beaten. I felt like, I thought I had made a good painting, but then really thinking about it after, I knew I had not gone deep enough. I think the most important thing is to really you think you go deep enough, you have to just go deeper and pull those layers off, because there's always layers that can be, revealed as you go deeper.
Oh my gosh! Yay!
Hey!
Yeah, I was pretty sure that I was going home.
I literally thought I was done. I still like my painting. I do see how I would take it further in the future. I just hadn't gotten to those ideas yet.
Hey! Surprise!
Yay!
Welcome to Greg Spetses Horses.
So exciting!
Yeah, we have this super fun adventure planned for you guys, and horses are so special to both of us, and just the connection that you can have with these animals and just being in nature, we felt like it would be so inspiring for you guys for this second to last challenge.
Super cool. Nice. Okay, so I rode one horse one time. I had, but like when I was 7 years old or like 10 years old, so yeah. It was a long time ago.
The best way to connect with Robbie and the rest of the horses is to act like your leaders. So you need to really believe that you're leaders. So the horse really feels that you're confident, okay?
So in the last challenge, as you know, we talked a lot about leadership and being an influencer as an artist. And in this challenge, really what you're gonna be thinking about, or the theme, is about your journey, your road as an artist, how it moves and it turns, and there's ups and there's downs, and there's a sharp right turn, a sharp left turn. And what I've personally found with horses and through horsemanship and that whole idea of leadership and being the horse's leader is, just like in your creative life, there's this divine hand that you partner with as you create, as you paint, and it's all about following that leadership, right? And then as you know how to follow where that divine hand guides you as you create, right? Then that's how you create your best work, and then that's how you lead culture.
I've only actually ridden a horse one other time, so then to ride a horse now here in Greece, it's so cool.
I just hope that as you ride these horses, that you'll in your soul really connect and gain something spiritual, gain something deep that you can carry into your artwork and carry into your journey forward.
As soon as we arrived, I was looking at the horses and I spotted Mount, and we were looking at each other, and I was like, somehow I know I'm gonna ride that one.
Okay, are you guys ready to ride?
Yes!
At first, I wasn't really comfortable on the horse, and Boo Boo wanted always to go that way, and we had to go that way, so I was like, come on, Boo Boo. I was relating to the horse because I was sort of just trying to like metaphorically like connect, you know? And she was like, oh, this horse is very calm, usually so calm and a strong leader, but he hates the rope, like they're leading him with a rope. I felt like I kind of related to that, thinking about my own journey.
I felt the whole time I was on the horse, whose name was Robbie, I could really connect with him somehow. And I was asking his story to the lady as we were walking. And she was telling me that he had a really difficult childhood, that before they had him, he was with a family that he wasn't treated, you know, like he should be. And he had a really hard time opening up. I thought, wow, that just sounds like my story, you know? And so I could really feel the connection when I was riding him, and it's almost like he knew what I was thinking.
I think we were a good team.
I've only died like the end one.
Yeah, that was so cool.
All right, artists, come on in. Well, I hope that you guys drew a lot of inspiration on that journey, on those treks through the mountains, on that road, because in this next challenge, you're gonna have to really do some digging within yourself. And so just like this whole competition, you know, you've had to search within yourself and find that which drives you, that which keeps you going on the road to success and on the road to being the outstanding artist. So your next challenge will be to paint a landscape that is a reflection of your journey as an artist.
I love landscapes. I love
non-literal
landscapes.
landscape.
I couldn't wait for this one.
And keep in mind that this will be a double elimination because no one was eliminated in the last round. So after this, only 2 of you will be remaining. You will go on to the finale, escaping the redemption challenge. And 2 of you will be participating in the redemption challenge.
Okay.
That's a tall order.
Yep. Well, you guys have the rest of the day to prepare. We'll see you tomorrow.
I think it's actually in a way kind of nice if it's 2 people going together, but like, I don't want it to be me.
Like, I have done 3 landscapes in my whole life.
I'm glad though it's a landscape because none of us like do landscape. So we're all on the same page on this one. And I can't wait like to see what everyone will create.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So it's already been a bit of a challenge, even just getting set up. And I'm going to address the audience now. We have been having some intense wind today. It's actually died down a little bit. And as I say that, it starts to pick up. And we actually already had a canvas tear right here. So the artists today, you guys, are gonna have a challenge battling the elements today. So not only do you have to create a beautiful painting in 5 hours of a landscape, you know, that is encapsulating your artistic journey, but you also have to battle the wind and keep a hand on the canvas as you're painting. So I commend you all for your strength, for your tenacity, and I'm excited to see what you create today. So with that being said, let's get to today's challenge. Your challenge begins in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Here we go.
Starting out on the ground. That's
Yeah.
good move, Tanya.
Yeah, I know.
All
I
right,
don't want to rip it again.
I'm excited.
When you announced it, I was thinking about how can I depict my journey as an artist, and I can really put my emotions into the landscape, like how my journey was stormy, perilous, with lots of obstacles.
A lot of ways I know what I'm doing, a lot of the ways I don't know what I'm doing. That's how I usually do it, though. I feel kind of excited about it because I'd love to do a good one. I was hoping to feel a little more confident going into it about being like sure of myself, and now I'm not. But I kind of like that about the competition. It's like anyone's game.
Like, I feel like there's more, I'm putting more of a pressure on myself to like wanting to dig deep and try to execute this idea.
There are ants, spiders, ticks, bees, horseflies,
Chiggers.
hornets, chiggers,
This is so cool.
and
The ants are
last but
crawling all
not
over
least,
my legs.
the wind. Lots of elements to battle in order to be the outstanding artist. And here we got a gust of wind coming in. Almost knocking over.
No.
Oh, do you need help?
My stencils are all flying over the edge.
The stencils?
I'm trying to hold my canvas
Good
still.
luck collaging, Tanya.
Oh my gosh, just wait till I do gold leaf. That is gonna be fun.
It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait.
I feel like it's hard to make a meaningful landscape or get a message into your landscape, like, yeah. But I'm gonna have to figure it out.
We got stencils flying over the cliff. Interesting start, Tanya. Different than we've seen you do before.
I know, I'm doing a landscape.
Every single one of you artists decided to do a landscape in portrait orientation. I guess you all are truly portrait artists.
We are.
Out of your comfort zone. I think everyone is equally out of their comfort zone in this one. Jesse, starting out with green.
Must be a landscape.
Must be a landscape.
I will use my same process. I think I'm gonna reduce the amount of neon colors still showing, but I still wanna start with that because it's super cool and it peeks through the cracks.
Yeah, more just the pressure, just pushing myself and not trying to keep it safe to just make it to the finale. Like, I want to know that I really pushed and dug deep.
Painting outside is a challenge, but it can be very rewarding at the same time. For one of you, that reward's gonna be $25,000.
Oh my gosh, stop falling in my canvas, please. I definitely want to push the envelope with collage. I don't know how yet, but I enjoy it so much and I'm like, more is more and I want to do more with it.
Katrina, staying the course, per usual, sketching it out. Probably won't have paint on there until about 45 minutes in.
Let's see about that. It's scary in a way, but knowing that you could be one of the two really makes you push yourself to an extreme level that, you know, you maybe wouldn't if it was just a single elimination.
Okay. Looks like I'm doing a snow globe. Maybe I am. We don't know. Maybe it's a snow globe. You never know. Ah! Go away.
It definitely, the pressure feels a lot heavier for the remaining four. And I think that they're feeling it for sure because they need to create something better and bigger every single time. And now with two people being eliminated, I would say the pressure is even bigger than ever.
To produce my best work, I have to say, being indoors helps for me. I like to exist in pretty delicate conditions.
What?
What's your plan?
I'm gonna do collage here. And then they're gonna be cactus, a
Cactus.
sun.
I don't want to thinking like a double elimination. I would like to think that a double success, you know?
Very cool. I see you got some texture already from the
From the tree.
from the trees, the leaves, the dirt. Some flies in there maybe.
No, no fly.
I think that's a fly. Yeah, that was a fly.
I see it in all four that are super tired all the time because of the pressure, and then I'm like, oh, I'm so still relieved that I'm not in it.
I respect all of those artists so much. I think there's so much talent.
Good start.
We want to watch the canvases ball in the ocean. Don't want to miss that part.
Jesse's breaking out some of those softer colors. Nice, dainty pink. Getting in touch with the more feminine.
Yes, yes. It's all going to be in here.
The
Some
art-
feminine.
Is that in the foreground of your artistic journey?
Yes, that's right.
Very interesting.
Okay, let's do collage.
Bree, moving fast and furious. Well, maybe
She
not
is.
furious, but just fast.
She moves fast sometimes. Every once in a while, you get a nice break from the wind, then you gotta work. Can't do that.
It's so difficult. Just wait till I do gold leaf. It's gonna be gold
The
leaf
wind is
everywhere.
forcing all of you to work quickly, and whenever you have to take your hand off the painting for a moment, you gotta be quick.
Gotta be
Because
quick.
the wind could come at any time. Sweep away your painting into the sea or onto the cliffs.
Sweep
Oh,
away-
and here we go.
Sweep away your dreams. And your ambitions.
The wind could sweep away $25,000 right away from you.
It sure could.
Fickle challenge.
An outstanding artist is strong.
It's a tough challenge.
Has good reflexes.
One of the toughest challenges yet. Probably the toughest, because every single one of you is a portrait artist. You're painting landscapes in the wind,
No big deal.
battling the elements.
No problem.
It's kind of fitting.
I don't know.
It's not.
Gosh. It's hard.
It is hard.
I'm gonna get there. I've got pain, but that's okay.
Yeah, we have 5 hours in this horrible wind to do it. Hey.
Jesse is painting an astronaut helmet, wanting some
Snow globe.
snow globe.
Just kidding, no.
Oh, I was like,
it is
whoa.
an astronaut helmet. You're gonna wonder if I'm painting a landscape till the end, most likely.
Reject that.
Rejected. Okay.
Tanya, having some trouble getting
Yeah.
some air pockets out of the collage.
Oh no.
While simultaneously battling the anger against the host,
Battling anger against the host.
asking yourself, why does Jake keep narrating?
Also with the wind and heat, the paint dried like on contact. So like you squirt paint out, you use it, and then it's dry. Like it was just so hard.
She's not ready. It's not dressed.
All right, everyone, you have 2 hours remaining in this challenge. And Ellie is here to give you a critique on your paintings to help you hone them and get them looking super fresh. So fresh and so clean. Take it away, Ellie.
Okay, so, my friend, how's it going?
I think it's going good. I'm having fun. And I'm just trying to get my focal point in. I think it's gonna be the sun. Maybe the cactus.
Is that a good spot for a focal point?
I feel like maybe it should be a little bit lower.
I mean, if you want it to be the focal point. I mean, do you think it's a good spot? If the sun, as it is now, is the focal point, is that a good spot?
I feel like it should be more there.
Yeah, I don't feel like you have to move it. I just feel like you have to make something else the focal point.
Okay.
I mean, focal point's easy. It's got to go in 4 spots, so pick one.
Yeah, I don't know why. I really wanted that ear, but now...
It's fine there, but just don't make a big deal out of it. Okay, do you feel like you're halfway done? Or more than halfway done?
Yeah, I feel like I have to do the cactus more, to render them more.
What's going on at the bottom? What are your plans with that?
Actually, I want to let it raw like that.
Okay. That's the only place you have collage. And there has to be some sort of marriage between collage and what's not collage. So you have the potential for it. You got the raw material of this like white chalky drawing and then collage, but it looks like you need black drawing over the collage, maybe some drips. You got to do something to it, because what you don't want is the viewer to go, I mean, I could do that. I could plaster some tissue paper on a painting and call it flowers. You know, you have to do something artsy to it.
Yeah, and I was starting to integrate some black here, so I think I'm just gonna
but I think it's got to be more definite, and walking away and looking at it will give you that perspective.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
Thank you.
But don't be discouraged. It'll be a good painting,
No,
but you
no,
definitely
no.
have to get some paint on there and, you know, move it.
I decided to just do my thing and just following my intuition and what I would love to do.
I just want to see where you're headed.
This is where I'm headed.
Okay.
And it's like a huge mess. The color story, everything. So I'm like totally in a panic at this point.
Well, don't panic.
Okay.
So yeah, I would ditch the green.
Yeah, the green didn't work out.
No.
It needs to be turquoise, right?
Or just gray it up or whatever.
Gray, yeah.
I think you got to work on the shape of the helmet.
Yes, that needs to be fixed.
Yeah. So I would settle your background, and I would do all that quickly, you know, and I get these shapes here that are there.
Just block it in.
Yeah, just block it in and do it, and get these angles. See, it goes to a corner.
Yeah.
And do that quick. Finish your background, have it all done, bottom, everything done, and then, you know, give yourself at least an hour to knock out that inside and the face. And I would just kind of paint what you see and not try to get too fancy with the color. And maybe just all you have to do is pull in the colors you have going on the outside.
Okay.
Of this like magenta and teal.
Okay.
Yeah, but you got to ditch the green.
Green's gone, yeah.
And don't panic.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was trying to push myself past just a landscape, and now I'm like, portrait and a landscape?
Yeah, and then I would, so you don't have this and that, I would do something abstract in the background, but fast.
I was thinking like black abstract.
Yeah, so pace yourself and try to get all of that done within the next half hour, and then you'll
just
have
oils, basically.
Yeah, and do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you. The wind was blowing it the whole time, so you can't walk away, you can't let go. If you walk away, it's like gonna blow over the cliff.
Okay, let me see your source. Okay, I feel like she's too long in proportion. So if you look at this and we measure from here to here and we compare it, so I'm holding it up, and so by my calculations, like this should be about here, is my guess. And if you just go back and put your hand up to make a waist and hold it there and look at it and compare it to your source, you're gonna see that she's too long. So what it looks like is, you know, that big head, short legs syndrome.
Okay.
Because if your proportion's off, you're not gonna make it.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
other than that, it's looking good. So I don't know. And then I would watch this line that's not too sharp.
Yeah, I was gonna soften that when I got the oils.
Okay. Yep. Cool. So, hurry.
Dang. Okay.
I know you guys took a lot on.
Okay.
But you can do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions, or that was good enough?
No, that's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's kind of been in my head for a little while, and that's something with like breaking away. Something not sure exactly, fracturing, something gemstone-like, just like you're so precious, and it's just like all this preciousness is just like breaking away off of you, and there's like this lightness coming. I don't know how to do it, but it's bothering me because like I want to.
Okay, I think it's really lovely. I think your composition's really cool. You're back to your palette that you like. You know, makes sense. The waterfall. I mean, I only have one gripe and one suggestion, and that is that, and it's good to keep that minimized. You don't want to emphasize that compositionally, right? Because then you get all these triangles everywhere.
Yeah.
So watch for that. Same with over here. For now, it's good though, so you're fine. This is kind of like, I guess, my overall critique of all your artwork, but don't get offended. And you don't have to agree, but this is my sense, is sometimes, even though you're a fantastic painter and like, you know, you do what you do with mastery, like it's really well done, it tends to have a little bit of a cartoony fantasy feel to it. And it's 100% because of the color, not the way you're painting it or the way you render form or those types of things. And I think it's because you don't use enough complements or splash of the complement anywhere. So this has, I know that you did do it. I get it. I see it. I know that you have that. But even when I look at your palette, there's just not that much of it. And so it has like this local color of green blue. And that too much of that local color will make it look lower end. So if you want to raise the taste of your painting, where you can, I would focus it in an area, meaning like you could keep all of this, let's say hypothetically, very emeraldy and what you want, and your normal, and then as it goes down, it becomes grayer, and you know, throw some like neutrals in there, and you know, raw umber, which is going to be the complement, and burnt sienna, and other sort of orangey. It doesn't have to be fire orange though. It can basically look brown or gray or through complements, so that we have a, you know, you're saying something with color.
Earthy here.
I would say with your color choices, like I did a red painting, I did a blue painting, I did a green painting. It's like you're shouting with that color, and so nobody wants to listen anymore because you're always shouting. So if you just like have a conversation and then, whoa, I'm emphasizing right here. I want you to, and then it's going to be way more sophisticated. Okay.
Thank you. That helps.
All right.
My artist journey has really all been about discovering my own magic and really healing my inner child. And so I really wanted to portray that. It's like every time I paint, I connect with this other world. It's like I bring this ethereal other worlds into my paintings, and just worlds of beauty and hope and light. That's what my message is all about.
All right, artists, you have less than 10 minutes remaining in this challenge. It's been almost a 5-hour battle, internally and externally. You've been battling against the elements and against your own internal voice. Or have you? I don't know. I'm just speaking for you.
I have. Oh, I did. Oh, I battled.
Some of these painting looks really good.
We know.
No, all these paintings look amazing. It's gonna be very difficult for the judges, but ultimately 2 of you will be eliminated. It's just what you want to hear right as you're finishing your paintings.
I finally had to just sit on the floor because it was too hard to fight it and do details. But then sitting on the floor was really hard because the angle of the canvas was wrong, and so I had to kind of hold the canvas. And anyway, it was super challenging. It was just like disorienting.
It's time to put those finishing brush strokes on. Maybe sign your painting. Time.
Edges.
Everything matters in this competition.
Sure
One
does.
little detail could change the entire perception of your painting. for better or for worse?
I would love to be safe. I would love it. But the painting are just so different. I don't even know are they gonna choose, honestly. It's just so different. Like mine is an abstract, Jessie is kind of a portrait, abstract landscape. So I don't know.
Jessie breaking out the spray paint at the end.
What are you doing?
Go for the big X, Jessie.
Yeah. It's now or never.
I'm just happy it looks like something at this point, you know? God, that was a tough one.
5 hours
That was tough.
in the wind. Some of you just had your feet on the easel the whole time, like Bree and Katrina, having to battle squirting out paint.
My toughest
When did you
battles.
think squirting out paint was gonna be a challenge?
Acrylic paint was a nightmare because it just dried immediately.
This is all one giant advertisement for painting outside. No, you can create pleasant circumstances.
I'm sure you can.
We haven't done that here.
I wonder why you didn't do that.
I've watched these paintings completely transform.
Me too.
Not only have you been tried physically, emotionally, and spiritually, but you also haven't been able to eat since this morning.
We remember that.
Your stomachs are growling, begging you.
To
Just
everyone at
take a
home,
little break
eat
and
while
have
you
some
paint.
pizza. Well, you have 3 minutes remaining now,
Wow.
so you'll get that break soon.
I'm losing my mind at this point. I can't.
Yeah.
It's just throughout the whole season, it's just every challenge is a little bit more casual.
Oh, God.
More casual and yet more difficult.
Battling the wind, that was brutal. It was really disorienting. Like, it'll be interesting to look back and like see us like in front of a beautiful ocean and it looks really nice. And then the whole thing's over and we're like complaining, like, eh.
Okay, Mr. Cactus. We're almost here. That could be an idea, honestly. I was talking with Jessie during the challenge and I was like, I could do a cactus series, like just cactus.
How does your painting look from 30 feet away? From 5 feet away?
Looks amazing.
2 feet up to it. How does it look? Is it every level? Is your composition right?
It's too
Your
late.
color story?
Too late.
Your line work?
Too late.
Your brush strokes?
Yeah.
Too late.
I got brush stroke. Yay!
Your theme?
I got a theme.
Can you say that you truly gave it your all?
I have ants in my underwear. I have, you don't want to know places you don't want to know.
This piece meant a lot to me, so.
Na, 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 na.
Okay, artists, you have 10 seconds left.
Oh my God.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brushes down.
Okay.
Congratulations, you all did amazing. How do you all feel?
I feel like my legs aren't working anymore.
Super exhausted, covered in paint and dirt and ants. There's been so many challenges. And I have not missed one challenge because I even lost the group challenge and then had to do the second painting. Yeah, we look great.
Can we just get like a close-up of your hands? Let's just go like this. Wow, look at your hands. Some true artist hands.
Yeah, that was interesting, I gotta say.
Congratulations. Team on three.
Good
1, 2,
job.
3, double elimination. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Elimination!
I'm feeling really great, honestly. Awesome, honestly, about the competition because I didn't think I would make it that far. I thought I would be like maybe first, the second, the third to be eliminated. So I'm really proud of myself, like that I've pushed through and that I was able to adapt to every challenge.
Good job, girls.
Good job. Everyone did really good, which worries me, but.
There's been a couple where I'm like, okay. I feel really good with this one.
Definitely feel like each of them share a story, and some of them took risks, some didn't.
Who do you think didn't take a risk?
I don't think Katrina really took a risk.
I was thinking about how I reacted to the horse and how he reacted to me and just connecting with the synchronicity and emotions of the horse. It was almost like a feeling of like, I can breathe now.
I think her pain is probably the best one here, in my opinion.
I call it the world of hope, bringing heaven on earth, like this world of hope where there was no more pain, no more hurt.
I wanted to capture like each piece of my artistic journey, and so you can see like I always do portraits, so I have like the girl and the astronaut, and that's me. I always like astronauts because they speak to me because it's like going somewhere you've never been before and risk and like going into the unknown.
I can see what she was trying to do. It would be really cool if she pulled that off.
I wanted the landscape to be obviously in the reflection of her helmet, what she's looking at forward. And what she's looking at forward is kind of like what I have in front of me right now.
Okay, let me tell you guys something that I see. The interesting thing about this today is that we have giant oval forest face, giant forest face.
She's like above the clouds. And so it's like she's looking ahead of her, but she's like above it all, you know?
Everyone took the landscape idea, and I can see their unique styles coming through. But it is not so successful on here.
Just a landscape. What was I thinking? Oh well, hindsight.
One thing I think is really interesting is we see a really diversity of style. You know, this is really modern and contemporary, abstract, decorative. You know, this is sort of almost fantasy, you know, genre. This is kind of contemporary and
pop art a little.
Yeah, a little pop art, and then this is kind of more traditional and, you know, serious. And so definitely a diversity of style, which is great. Like, you're really seeing their styles come through at this point.
So this painting to me is like, there's Dancer, it's still part of my story, and she is lit with a fire, like she's a wildfire, and she still has a whole horizon in front of her. There's gonna be mountains that have to be conquered and climbed, but to me, I'm like, I'm ready for those, and now I look forward to those with excitement versus about a year ago when I was like, I was just done. I was so confused, I didn't even know what to do. So to me, this is like just breaking away and just being now confident and excited for the future ahead.
Yeah, this is a very tough one because we have to choose two. And
yeah, I agree with you there, John. That to me, that sun and the mountain and the line work in that is not.
I know what she's capable of.
Yeah, it's a little sloppy.
My artist journey has definitely been a roller coaster, but I feel like I needed to do everything that I did to get here today.
Maybe they're reaching a point where things are not flowing as easily, so I have to judge it on what's there.
Yeah. Here, it's just crazy, like how my inspiration is growing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, when I get home, I don't even know where to start. I think like my head is just, full of new things, and I want to try. So yeah.
This is a very serious competition. Two are not going to pass the cut.
It's true. And two Whoever wins this round gets to go to the end, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah, I still maintain in 5 hours, a large painting, landscape, in those conditions, I think they all did great.
Come on in, artists. Well, first, I want to congratulate all of you for making it this far, because this is the final elimination of the entire season. The exciting news is that the two of you who make it past this elimination will be in the final challenge in the finale. So now let's find out who won this challenge and who will be eliminated. Could all four of you please step forward? So I'll cut right to the chase. The winner of this challenge is Katrina. Congratulations, Katrina. You're gonna be in the finale. You will have a shot to compete for $25,000.
Congrats! Congratulations.
Yeah.
You're safe, you're moving on.
I can hardly believe it. There was this point today, I was just like, I thought, you know, I'm just gonna give up and I'm gonna go out, and I just, I pushed through.
Katrina, we definitely had consensus among us on why your piece was the strongest piece in our eyes. And it goes beyond what our taste is. We try to overlook that, and we just really look at the elements of art, your style, the theme, creativity, all those things. Honestly, your piece was the most finished. It was the only one that we felt actually looked finished. So I think the speed in which you paint and your skill is what really brought you through to this point. It definitely reflected your style, and there's maybe a few things that could have made it better, but overall we felt like the skill was really there, and you made a beautiful piece.
Thank you. Okay. We're gonna go celebrate tonight. Definitely celebrating first. After all this, we've come this far, and it's time to party. And then I'll start preparing myself emotionally. Yeah.
Well, once again, Katrina, congratulations. You're safe, you're moving on, you're dismissed.
Yay!
Good job.
Jesse, Bree, Tanya, all three of you are truly amazing artists, and it was really difficult for the judges to make this decision, but the person who will be moving on into the finale, escaping the redemption challenge, is Bree. Congratulations, Bree.
Oh my goodness.
Good job. Thank you. So Bree, your piece really stood out to us in that you really pushed yourself through your style and really shared your story, and it worked from far away, it worked up close. We did think it looked a little unfinished, and we knew, I mean, for all three of you, if you had more time, they'd be outstanding pieces, and all of you have that in you. But yours, we all feel like you hit really what this challenge was, and we really felt that it hit us emotionally, it was very powerful, and it was truly your voice.
Thank you. Just like the skin of my teeth, I was just like hanging on, just in like second chances in a way, and I don't know why, but like I'm so grateful for each one of them. Thank you. Can we leave?
Yeah, congratulations, Bree. You're safe.
It's happening. It's unfolding, and it's so cool.
My buddy. Yes. Going out together.
Jesse, Tanya, I'm so sorry. Your time has come to an end.
Kind of like what Dimitra said, we felt like, Jesse, you in particular, if you had more time, and you know, the conditions maybe were better. I think you got rattled in the conditions, and you know, as far as the rendering and getting it all in there and the edges and all those things, you know, you just didn't quite get it far enough along.
Yeah.
So what happened is basically there was a lot more mistakes that were left. I know over time you would have covered those up and they would have been, you know, better.
I knew it was too much. I knew doing a face and a landscape and the astronaut whole thing was too much. But I was like, you know what if I do it and it's like the best one? So that's why I did it.
The idea was good, and I would be willing to overlook that it wasn't exactly a landscape painting because it was very like creative. I loved the idea of the reflection of the landscape, and if you had nailed it, it would have been an incredible piece. And I think with more time you would have. And it's just unfortunate.
Yeah, I was just so close to just being in the finale.
I loved all 4 of the paintings, but I had to go into all the details on your piece, Tanya. Some of the elements were just a little off, and usually you're very highly sellable. With this particular piece, needed a little more refinement.
I'm feeling okay. You know, I was expecting it, honestly. Kinda. I knew my expressive stuff was going to get me to a point, and there was a point that I wouldn't be able to follow with the refinement, the detail, the emotional stuff.
All 3 of us were deciding that what it came down to was composition and proportions, and those 2 things are very, very important. When we're looking at the focal point of the painting and how the whole piece flows together and just draws our eye around the canvas, that's really important to us. And so for you, Tanya, your piece, we felt like the sun wasn't the best spot for the focal point, and if it was a focal point, we wanted to see more attention to it. It was just kind of like there's a battle between 2, and it was hard we were bouncing back and forth. It was hard for us to really like flow around the piece.
My art is about having fun, being who you are, being unique, being creative, being expressive. So I think that's what I did, and I'm super proud of that.
It wasn't also just the composition only. I just felt like on a piece like that is stylized and contemporary, and there's all that like mark making and it's loose, at least compared to ones that are double exposure with a figure and, you know, kind of more realism where it requires more rendering. If you're gonna go that route, which is your style, so it's great, you have to nail it.
I just don't follow the rules. I am me, I do me, and I did that today, and it's perfect like that, I think.
It was very difficult. It took us a long time to really thoroughly look at each piece.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Fortunately, this is not the end for you, but you will not be moving on to the finale. From here, you'll have to fight for it in the end against fierce competition. But for now, it's time for you to go.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
I'm gonna give it my best during the redemption, and we'll see what happens, but I don't know.
I think if I can get my mindset back, I feel like I'm at a disadvantage of feeling a little defeated, and that's not good going into things. So if I can get my mind back, then it'll be good.
Tanya, Jesse, I'm really sorry to say that you guys have been eliminated, but your time here isn't over yet. You will still have a chance to compete in the Redemption Challenge, but for now, it's time for you to go. Please hand in your overalls.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is the Outstanding Artist. You all have been on an incredible journey, and each of you has had your own story of redemption.
I have overcome a lot of fears.
I know each one of you have been waiting for your opportunity to really show the world how you are truly an outstanding artist.
We are all winners.
Man, I didn't want to be in this one.
I can do anything.
I love this challenge. This is the best challenge. Mine is like the furthest from being anything. That's how good I feel about it.
I've surprised myself